Welcome back. So now we will be talking about the most important topic under niacin, that is pellagra. So deficiency disorder of niacin, pellagra, derives its name from Italian word pellagra, means rough skin. Let's first talk about what actually are the causes for pellagra. Yes, we know that it is because of niacin deficiency, but what or who are susceptible for this niacin deficiency is what we have to address now. Primary deficiency would be obviously nutritional reduced intake of niacin, either reduced intake or intake of maize or jawar in the jawar rich staple diet, only depending on maize and jawar staple diet. Secondary are the one which we have to very carefully look into. It is due to defective absorption or the processing of niacin. Like it could be any malabsorption syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease like Crohn's disease, if the person has undergone major GI surgery, if the person is having jejunum-ileitis, a part of jejunum and ileum being inflamed because maximum absorption happens from the ileum, impaired absorption of tryptophan, you might be absorbing niacin better, but if you are deficient, you are impaired in absorbing tryptophan, then also, as I said, niacin can be synthesized from tryptophan. There can be deficiency of niacin. Chronic alcoholism. Alcoholism interferes with absorption of many of the nutrients. Secondly, it also binge alcoholism or alcohol drinking causes, already the person is so binge drinking, he will neglect his nutritional diet, or they eat lesser. So dietary deficiency will be there. Magnesium is quite deficient, so it will prevent absorption of other important nutrients. So for all these matters, alcoholism as such is more prone for all the nutritional disorders. Primary Sjogren's syndrome, HIV, immunosuppressive condition you see here, and even the absorption disorders happen, and certain drugs. These are very important. The reason being, whenever you treat your patients, like TB patients, you are giving isoniazid, you have to make sure that you're also giving them niacin. Otherwise, you will push your patient towards niacin deficiency. Etionamide, 6-mercaptopurine, 5-fluorouracil, basically your anti-cancer drugs, pyrazinamides, phenytoin, azathioprine, phenobarbital, antipsychotic drugs. So whenever these are being prescribed, please do prescribe even the niacin or vitamin B complex along with drugs. What are the symptoms of pellagra? Symptoms of pellagra is very specifically exhibits as 4D. Starts with dermatitis, which worsens with sun exposure, dementia, diarrhea, if not treated. How long would it take for the whole thing to set in? 50 to 60 days from the deficiency. It will start with poor appetite, weight loss, weakness, and finally will go into fulminant dermatitis. So let me show you how the patient with dermatitis looks. So you can see a pointed over here area. All these parts are sun exposed area. Whichever is not sun exposed, those are preserved. But whichever is exposed to sun, the upper part of the neck and all, they are all exposed to sun. So you can see fulminant dermatitis here. Why in these patients who are exposed to sunlight, there is actually dermatitis? Let us look into the biochemical basis of it. Whenever there is niacin deficiency, cyanuric acid starts accumulating in the cells of the skin. And when these cells are exposed to sunlight, they cause the inflammation of the skin. And that is one possible explanation for the skin manifestation. This typical pattern of dermatitis, we call it as Castle's necklace. Remember I mentioned about a scientist by name Castle. He was after whom we have this particular name for the manifestation, that is Castle's necklace pattern. High cellular turnover. One more thing, what happens is certain cells, like skin, cells of the skin, GI, these have high skin turnover, and obviously their demand or need for niacin also keeps on increasing, and hence they are usually the first one to manifest near niacin deficiency. Biochemical basis for the other symptoms, diarrhea, is because, again, as I said, GI tract has GI epithelium has high cellular turnover. That would mean that high increased demand of niacin. With dementia, organs such as brain are particularly very vulnerable for the deficiency of niacin. Why? Because they have high energy requirements, and whenever the high energy requirements or the metabolism has to happen, have to have their coenzymes, that is NAD and NAD plus, right? And when they are not present, the metabolism gets severely hampered, leading to dementia. How do we investigate case of niacin deficiency, suspected case? We can do a measurement of ratio of N-methylpyridone and N-methyl niacinamide. Both of these are urinary metabolites of niacin in the body. And if the value is more than 2, it is good. If the value is less than 2, then we diagnose it as niacin deficiency. This has not been mentioned in most of the textbooks. So I would recommend you all to please take a note of it or mention it in any of the textbooks that you are referring. How do we treat this? We can treat this with 100 to 200 milligrams of oral nicotinamide or nicotinic acid thrice daily for about 5 days should correct most of the symptoms. Otherwise, the best would be lifestyle modification and inclusive of a nutrition rich. So that brings us to the end of our diagram. But before we go, few things for you to think and ponder upon. Let us see if you can find reason for it by yourself. Why there is maize and sorghum eating? Why the is maize and sorghum eating can cause niacin deficiency? Maize has niacin. Why maize staple diet eating population has deficiency? Deficiency of pyridoxine and riboflavin can cause Allegra-like features. Why? Think about it. We'll answer in our next video. Thank you.